Battle hordes of monsters, acquire new skills and upgrade your abilities. Customize your own build with hundreds of item combinations and reach the top to fulfill your deepest desires. Conquer the tower in this thrilling roguelike hack and slash survivor game. This is Tower of Babel, Survivors of Chaos. This is a nice little survivors game. In the hub area there's a lot to do. Most of it you can't do in the demo, but you can still upgrade your character with money, and you can also buy equipment from the vendor. Item rarity does exist in this game with all different stats. We will come to that in a second. If you look in the bottom, it says runs left until item refresh. I think this is such a great feature. There is also a buy back tab if you sell something by mistake. So it starts off like any survivors game. Everything is really slow. You kill a few enemies and you can progress your XP bar. The sound effects in this game are so cool. And also the art style here is amazing. I love it so much. So when you level up, you have a selection of 3 things, and this will be like crit damage, crit chance, damage in general, mana regen. So right here I have an ability where stones kind of come up from the floor and kill enemies. This is one of the better abilities in the game. It does a lot of damage. Leveling up isn't always this quick and easy. It's only in the beginning of the game. Later on you will struggle. So as you progress, you will get more enemies, you'll get more enemy patterns, you will get different enemy variants, stronger enemies. You'll obviously in these kind of games get bosses too, mini bosses. Here I have an ability. It's kind of like a fire strike, a fire meteor that comes down from the ground and kills enemies. The balance here is actually amazing, especially because this is a demo. Now my character is really weak because I haven't got any upgrades from the hub area. I also have no equipment on me at all. I'm just relying on the abilities I get from the level up. The abilities in this game is where the game shines. So many variety, so many cool looking effects, but also the abilities themselves are extremely cool. Like in the next run you're about to see, I have this ability on the enemy where they get poisoned, but when you kill them they will like explode. So it's all the enemies with the green skull above the heads. Now this opens up for so many possibilities. You can just do chain reaction, and even if there's a boss, you can get enemies around the boss and it will just kill the boss. Of course, not that easy. You need to upgrade the ability and you need to have some kind of gear on your character that will help with these abilities. This is probably my favourite ability in the game just because it opens up so much potential of what you can actually do. Here you can see an enemy pattern kind of form. Now this is a great challenge. It's also a lot of XP if you're able to kill them, but most of the time they're just going to damage you. And hey, would you look at that, I killed the boss and he dropped some good loot. Now there's different rarities of loot, I'm not going to go over them. It's kind of what you see in every other game that's ever existed. But you need to pick up this loot if you want to bring it back to the hub area. Now if you die, which you're probably gonna die at some point, some kind of creature takes away some of the loot you get, so you don't actually get all the loot. It's kind of a random factor. Like you can get a really good item, but if you die you risk losing that item. There's a lot of good enemy variety in this demo, and things are actually starting to ramp up a lot harder than they were. And I'm also 1 HP. Now I do have this ability where if I die I get resurrected. I kind of wanted to see how that would work. And what amazing timing, there's a new enemy type that just shoots me and I get 1 taps. But it's kind of nice how it basically removes all of the enemies on your screen, but it does leave the boss. So when you get out with your loot, hopefully it doesn't take away too much of your items. You can identify it with this NPC and then you can see all of their stats. Like these stats are looking really cool. I've just upgraded my character so much. Oh hey, what's this? Dexterity and intelligence. You can get health regeneration on your belt. This is kind of sounding really familiar. There's also some nice boots here. They've got like a golden rarity. What's this? Evasion chance to recover life on kill. Legendary affix. I'm pretty sure I had these exact same boots on Path of Exile too. So yeah, the kind of rarities and stats that these items can get definitely reminds me of Path of Exile 2, or maybe there's other ARPGs but I only know PoE. So So I thought that was kind of interesting. 100% not a bad thing. Path of Exile has some of the most beautiful stats that you can ever see. You can also sell the loot that you don't like, which will let you upgrade your character and whatnot. So definitely try this demo. The link for it is in the description. There's a lot going on in this demo and a lot of good. It's 100% a fun Survivors to be playing. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for your time, I appreciate you, and goodbye.